Hey, what's up? What's up, cool guy? Yeah. You've changed.
Yeah.
You've changed, man.
Yeah, I'm a professional poker player.
That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah.
Man, did you make over $100? No way. That's cool.
Yeah, when you put it the amount, it doesn't seem quite as big of a deal.
Oh, I tell you.
Yeah, last night I won the poker tournament. And the payout was, I mean, it's not a real, it's a game.
Let's just calm down. Welcome back to another podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Seth. I am here with the professional poker players, Tim Wolf, and we have another excellent podcast for you guys today. Yeah, we want to play a little poker, and I've tied. Usually, when you get to the last three, it's already been 3+ hours, probably 3.5 hours, closer to 4 hours. And you're ready to go home, so you just split it, but I've usually been second 2 or 3 times. But Tim comes up and cleans up last night, and they split it, but he was in first place at the end there
by a good amount,
by a nice amount.
I had the square. I had, I think, 3 50,000 chips and 100,000 chip. Now this is a game. This isn't real money. So
no, you won real money.
I did win real money. If you win the game, you get they pay out. It pays out by, but it's not. You don't. Yeah, it doesn't cost anything to enter because it circumvents any gambling rules that there might be. So it's officially a game, but you can win prizes by winning the game. So
you said all that like you're hiding something, Tim. Like every time we talk about poker, Tim.
Well, I mean, I want to differentiate it from
I don't think that they're watching us like trying to come for us. I feel like you're apologizing.
Don't come for us. Don't come for us.
It's so funny because good times.
Well, I mean, I did. It's interesting.
He kicked some butt. You did well.
Well, I got a lot of great cards. I mean,
got a lot of great cards. You played well with them too.
And, well, thank you, nephew.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
better.
Appreciate it. I used to go in. I pulled a lot.
Go in and with bad cards and not realizing. I mean, you have a better gist of.
I do.
Of it
and
now.
I have a gist of what people do. Like there was one guy there that on the way home, I said, that guy sure bluffs a lot, doesn't he? And I've seen him play before. And Seth agreed. Yep. Yeah, he's a bluffer. So you kind of get a feel for it. And my friend Fedge, if you're watching Fedge, shout out to Fedge, much better poker player than I am. And he said the most important part is reading the people. That once you got the game down, you got the odds, reading the people. And but he plays for real money. He doesn't play. It's not just play. And so there was a guy. People were going all in, and this guy next to me went all in. And then when you got multiple people going in all in, you got to figure out what they're going to win. If they win, they can't win more than what they put in. And I ended up winning that hand, and he was so irate, and he kept complaining about it for the next 5 hands. The dealer was, I think, ready.
He was complaining before he even lost the hand. He just misjudged how many chips were out there. But
he said that I lost $70,000. I mean, it's $70,000 of the amount of chips we have, but he didn't put in $70,000. So, but I walked. I said to Seth on the way home, I mean, this was play money, and imagine that guy got so animated. What if it was actually $70,000 that he thought he lost? How angry he would be. I mean, that would be another level.
Well, if he
got
in the wrong person's face, he would have got his face slapped.
So just interesting. People get really, really serious about it, and but it was fun. It was so much fun. I needed it. I really
for the most
it.
part, the loudest anybody's get is when they're getting excited. Yeah. There's a guy got really excited last night, and it was like, "What's going on here?" Thought he knocked out 3 people in one hand. That's what made it shrink down quickly to the last table.
Oh, okay.
The guy across from you to just a little bit to the left.
Okay.
He had knocked out 3 guys in one hand. So that was nice. and it wasn't the best hand. He just I think he got kind of lucky there at the end of the, on the river.
I mean, there's so much luck. There's so much luck involved.
There is luck. There's a lot of reading too. And then, I mean, you play against the strategy. I mean, you have a good card hands, you play it smart,
It's fun. It's a fun game. I mean,
it is a lot of fun.
It's a combination of skill and chance. And what cards do you get? I mean, I know you've come home a few times and said, I just didn't get good cards. I mean, if you don't get good cards, and I've experienced that, I'm like, you're just never getting anything. You're never getting any aces. You're never getting any pair in your hand pocket. You're just getting like 2s and 7s, and not even like, I mean, if they're not even suited up, and you just the odds of anything happening from that are quite low. I mean, if you got suited up 2s and 3s, you got a chance for a flush, you got a chance for a straight, or even a pair of 2s would be better, possibly. But.
Yeah, well, we both made it to the final table. Tim was end up kind of quite a bit above me, and I kind of just went all in there toward the end. You couldn't rebuy or nothing, so
yeah, it was a freeze out. Usually, sometimes you can buy in. I mean, you have to buy in at the beginning. You have to buy your wooden chips at the beginning, and then you can use them to buy in. But this was a freeze out where you can't. You start with what you
once
start
you're
with.
Out, you're out. So people play a little different too, and but it was a lot of fun. It was Tim won $105, and that was because there was 3 tables too. I mean, you would have if y'all would have kept playing for another hour, which that's what it could take. Playing heads up. I mean, it can go kind of quick though too, because you have a lot of chips, but you're not your minimums or whatever. Your
the
bets
blinds.
The blinds are so big.
The blinds are so big. I mean, they just keep growing the blinds as you go through.
So
and the antes. I mean, everything has to be so much bigger. I mean, we're talking about at the end there. It was like, okay, small blind, I think it was 12,000, and big blind's 24,000. I mean, I can only imagine if that was real money. $24,000. I mean, I could see how it could go fast. I don't know if I'd ever feel comfortable betting that much.
Yeah,
money,
those big
real money.
Those big tournaments. I mean, I think I would spend 5,000 on like a nice tournament. That'd be great. So those big tournaments, there's thousands of people playing, but if everybody's putting like $5,000, it goes for 5 days. You make it to the third day, you got your money back. And as you play further, you're up further and further and further. So like they pay out at least a couple hundred, depending on the tournament, they'll pay out 200 plus people. And, you make it to the top though, you're getting a good, and I mean, you walk away a millionaire. It's pretty amazing.
Well, there are people who make a living doing it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It seems like talking to Uber guy, he did, and he the way he was able to do it real well is traveling. So you go to places where people don't know you for one thing, and then like you can hit up the best spots where like there's a lot of people that aren't as good, and you can make some good money playing smart. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I played in Florida when we took a cruise out of Miami, and I had a couple days there, and I played 2 days. I played probably 3 to 5 hours, and I think for those couple days I went down, then I went back up, and I think I ended up just losing a total of $50. But for the entertainment value, that was hundreds of dollars of entertainment, and I just lost $50 and made a couple friends. I just said at the table, I think the minimum was $100, I think. And I think I came with 200 or something like that. And this didn't go. So, man, if I hit it big and had $500 in front of me, I'd probably just play a couple more little hands, just so I'm not rude, and then get up and walk away. That's what's different than tournaments is sit and goes. You can just get up and leave anytime you want. But if you win a big hand and you just walk away right away, you don't want to do that. It just looks rude to piss off everybody. But you just sit there for a little bit and be like, all right, well. I mean, you can just quickly fold too, as long as there's not big, small and blind. You can make your money last as long as you want to, and that's the. I mean, your best bet is to be hitting what high. You want a king and ace. I love a 7 and an 8, same suited. Right there in the middle. Those always feel good. A chance for a straight, and then I feel like you hit with a pair, you feel good about like a high pair. That's in a position where like I'm gonna raise a little bit, get out some of these people that are gonna just get lucky there at the end and win it, and that could be a surprise where like say I have a pair of queens, the highest suit on the board is jacks. Somebody can be thinking, oh, I got a pair of jacks, I got it. Well, somebody could have a pocket queens, and that's the crazy part is like that's why those tables on the cruise ships are rigged, because how often pairs and 3 of a kinds come up. For the most part, a lot of the hands are won by just a pair. In fact, you were talking about how just a high card one, but you had a pair of 4s. Well, and it was like, no, you're fine with folding and not a big deal, because a little bit of thinking that had been going and people had been adding money for a while. You would have think at least somebody had a higher than a pair of 4s. So that was not a big loss. That's not a big deal for that loss. I mean, that was just people were chasing and bluffing.
Yeah, there were like, how many people in? At least 3, maybe 4, still in at the end, and it was high card. Nobody even had a pair. Yeah. What in the hell? What is going on? That many people playing.
It's easy to chase a straight in a flush. You're one can be easily one card away, and that card won't pop up.
Yeah, the odds of that are quite low. I mean,
yeah. Well, for a flush though, that's at least 25%. Depending on how many cards have been played, because I think there's a higher once you have 4 cards and then to hit that 5th card, you have
if you talk about above it and below it, if it could be below it or above it, if it's in the middle, if it's not like ace 2, if it's you got chances above and below, right? Say you got all the middle cards, you got 4, and then you could do it above. Say you got.
You
said straight.
I meant flush. I thought I said flush. Okay. But yeah, straight. I was be a little bit more hard. Now either the open ended where like you can get one on the top or below. That's your best bet.
That's what I just said.
Right. I was just thrown off because I was thinking of flush. But yeah, and then but what 1/4 chance of getting another same suited card. But yeah, it open ended straight is nice, and it's nice to be. If you're chasing those, already have a pair or something, so you already could have a strong hand. But then, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of good times at poker. Definitely a lot more fun to just come and play with like $50 or $100, like, and be able to leave it anytime you want. And then like there's something when you're risking your own money, like, yeah, but. Yeah, the good spot. And then they play in other places. They're just kind of further away. And then he'll do every quarter, every 3 months, he does a big tournament where you can win like a couple $1,000. I think he splits between 2,000 and 3,000. So I think the first place can get close to at least $1,000. Last time I played, I was just on the outskirts. I think I was 14th place. And if I would have made it to the top 10, I would have made money, because the top 10 just split the 2,000 and walked away with $200. That's not a bad deal. 10 people.
Really?
10 people got $200 each.
Wow. They just were tired of playing?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I suggested let's stop playing because that guy.
I was trying to help you out there.
It was the guy was whining, and he had just finished. He had just lost out.
Yeah, he was
going. And he was, but he was still standing around the table whining about, I lost $70,000. I mean,
he finally walked away, which I think he said something about coming back. I'll be like, can we hold you to that?
So it didn't become fun anymore. I mean, it got to the point where it was like, man, isn't it? But the other two guys, those two guys, very cool, And I said, we can just call it here. And the one guy said, I want to play one more, and we did. And he had the least amount of chips, and he went all in and lost. And then the last two of us, we just split it. But I had a lot more chips than he did. I mean, I probably could have beat him.
When he first sat down, he should have had a lot of chips, though. Did he not? Because he's the one that knocked out 3 people. Well, I guess it depends on how much chips they had. He probably, a lot of times you just slowly lose it over time. Or it doesn't take, sometimes it doesn't take that long. One hand can knock you out real quick if somebody's got more chips than you. But, I like to freeze out where you're getting rid of somebody. Oh, but I mentioned the whole, what's it? There's an extra little chip thing. You go head to head with somebody and you knock somebody out, you get their chips. Yeah. Bounty. I didn't know. I didn't realize those just cost extra. So $10. If somebody else has you have a bounty chip and you knock me out, I give you your bounty chip and you can cash that in for $10. But you both got to have bounty chips. But that one guy had like a stack of them. He did. He sure did a nice little stack of them. So I mean that's a nice little thing. But I feel like a lot of times I don't play aggressive enough to knock people out like consistently. There's got to be a little bit of more aggressiveness, but I felt pretty good about my playing last night for the most part. I didn't do anything super stupid. There's always a chance of that. I could definitely see your skill going up. So that was nice.
It's fun.
Can't deny it when you get first place. Can't deny that.
Yeah, very happy.
We're back in the basketball season. I mean, I keep on saying NBA. Every time I'm wanting to look at the NFL information, and I say NBA every time. So I'm looking for the schedule. I want to look at I'm saying to myself, all right, I want to look at the football schedule, and I go, show me the NBA schedule. Like crap. I'm saying NBA is so ingrained. We watched so much NBA this last year that it's so ingrained in my head. But yeah, football's starting up. But then, around the corner, you got basketball back. What late fall?
You know what? I forgot to do the Instagram.
Tim's having to head out, guys. He's got a road trip coming up, and so he will not be here for the rest of the podcast. Apologize for that. Not sure what happened, but he is a professional poker, so at any time, poker thing might come up. But yeah, I'm still a Cowboys fan. Dallas Cowboys. What?
I don't know. I don't understand why it just doesn't.
I'm
not going to be on Instagram.
Oh, bummer. Sorry, Instagram. You can't even hear my apology. But Tim's back. It was a quick road trip. Once again, I guess I was incorrect about you not being here. You astonish me every time, Tim. I say you're going to be gone. You should show up.
How many more weeks are you going to do this bit?
For every bit that Seth has, I'll show you a man that's tired of that bit. Did you know what? I mean, you probably did, but were you familiar with the word bit before me? Just having a bit. I feel like that's not super common. Okay. You could have said no to make me feel good. Gosh, Tim. Yeah, just my Dallas Cowboys. Hope I want to go see a game or two this year. We got the Tennessee Titans, which they're building a new stadium. That's exciting, and I'd like to go see a couple games there. That's a good time. It'd help if the Cowboys were playing there. Then I could 2 birds with one stone. Yeah. Really close. And
do they ever play in Tennessee?
I don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule. I guess this year. I need to look at that.
Enter in NFL instead of NBA, and that'll be a
Yeah,
start.
if I could just get, thank you, Tim. Thank you.
They both start with N, but the two letters after that are different.
Tim's got to hold my hand a lot. I have issues, as you can see. Yeah. Then I'm a big fan of Aaron Rodgers. He's now playing for the Steelers, so I'd love to see him. I mean, he's 41 now, maybe.
I thought he retired. I thought
Nope,
he was going to retire.
No, he came back. The Jets dropped him, but he was undecided for a while. He was going to maybe retire, maybe come back, or well, he was probably gonna come back. Still in good health. He had that one freaky, he got hurt a couple years ago. First play, comes out with American flag, and then first play he hurts himself, or second play. Oh, so horrible. But no, yeah, he's the starting quarterback now for the Steelers. So I'm excited about that. They got a good coach, and I mean, I'd love to see him. I mean, he's man, so funny. Like he is so like what he played with Favre, and he's very much like Favre. Of course, Favre got even probably less injured than he did. Some of these guys that are able to avoid getting hurt as much as they do. And I mean, I guess if your lineman does the job right and everything, that's a big part of it. But yeah. So this could be his last year. Or I mean, goodness, after Tom Brady played into his 40s, I think he played until he was 43, maybe. It just kind of showed, or it might have been even later than that. Showed that you can't have that mindset of just age is a number. And if you keep your body, NFL ages you, but you keep your body in good health, you can play longer. Yeah, and that's the same with basketball. We were seeing that happen in the NBA. I mean, oh my gosh.
LeBron James.
LeBron James is a freak. Like
absolutely a freak. I mean, he was still an all-star. Still an all-star.
Losing no muscle.
In his 40s. Now, I don't know, what is he, 42? Going to be 42? And I just saw, there's this thing. I mean, for one, I do post on TikTok, but I refuse to chase the trends where people do videos. Like there's a common trend where the wife or daughter of a pro athlete asks them on camera, do you ever wish you were more athletic? I mean, you've seen some of those videos? I mean, it's the dumbest thing.
I love them.
You do. Oh my gosh. And they're
Tim,
usually...
you don't want a viral video? Here. Tim, do you ever wish you were really good at wrestling?
Anyway, I saw him talk about age defying. Randy Johnson, pitcher, 6'10". He was actually, I read about him afterwards, and his daughter asked him, do you ever wish you were athletic? He's a Hall of Fame pitcher, 6-time Cy Young Award winner. I mean, he threw heat, and he played until he was 45. Talk about somebody who played. He's 61 now. He would just throw the heat. And they say he was so intimidating on the mound because he's 6'10", and for a period of time he was the tallest Major League Baseball player ever, and that has since been broken. There was another guy who was 6'10", and now there's a guy who's like 6'11 and a half or something playing. And his daughter asked him.
Now there's a guy with stilts playing.
Guy with stilts with the Savannah banana.
Savannah bananas.
His daughter asked him, "Do you ever wish you were more athletic?" And he was. He wasn't arrogant at all. He says, "Well, I was athletic enough to get into the Baseball Hall of Fame." So
I saw that one.
You saw that one?
Yeah, I think so.
And he was like confused. Why are you asking me? He looked confused anyway, and she couldn't hold in. Finally, at the end, she's laughing. He seemed like a kind, not arrogant at all with his accomplishments, but some athletes are. It was like, well, I was athletic enough to accomplish a lot of things in Major League Baseball. What was it? I know this because I just read the Wikipedia, because I normally don't know these stats, but he had 6 seasons of at least 300 strikeouts, which was a record tied with someone else. I forgot who it was. And also I think it was 5-time Cy Young Award winner, or maybe 6. Played in both leagues, National and American, and pitched a perfect game when he was in his 40s. He was in his 40s when he pitched his only perfect game. And he also had 1 or 2 no-hitters and won the Triple Crown of pitching one year, which I suppose is the ERA, strikeouts, and wins, maybe? And what would be the Triple Crown of pitching? Triple Crown of batting is average, home runs, and I don't know. Steals? I don't know. What is a Triple Crown?
When it comes to baseball, I'm just mostly a hot dog fan.
I think it's hits. It's average hits and home runs. So the first 2 usually go for the percentage hitters, and then the home run guy usually doesn't have the average. So if you can get all 3 of those, that's a major deal. The most home runs and also the highest average. I think that's what the Triple Crown is. That's very hard to do because you're usually 2 different kind of hitters. If I'm wrong, not Seth, if I'm wrong, because Seth's not saying it. If I'm wrong and the home run part isn't in there, but I think it is. It's average, home runs, and I think it's hits. Now they got so many advanced stats. Maybe they've got some other ones in there, on base percentage and all that kind of stuff. I wonder what the Triple Crown of strikeouts, wins, and ERA probably. That's what it is. I'm sure that's what it is. Strikeouts, wins, and ERA. When I was a kid, I was a huge baseball fan. Minnesota Twins. Harmon Killebrew was my guy.
Did you play baseball
as a kid, yeah, in grade school. But
I guarantee you were better than me. You want to hear how bad I sucked? This is how bad I sucked. I feel like maybe I told the story before. So, like, I didn't begin playing any baseball until, like, it would have been nice if I got to start from the beginning in T-ball and all that. But no, I went straight into like pitching and all that. Well, when I went to go pitch, when I went to go bat, the pitcher would pitch the ball, and I would just stand there. Multiple games.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I was just scared or nervous. You don't miss if you don't swing. Multiple games of
name of this
not
podcast.
Swinging.
The name of this podcast. You don't miss if you don't swing.
That's good. Thank you. That's perfect. That's good. Multiple games. What am I? 7, 8, 9? I don't know. Multiple games of me not swinging.
Wisdom from Seth.
What did it take for me to finally swing?
What did it take?
I made reference to it earlier. My favorite thing about
a hot dog.
I got bribed with some food, and I finally swung.
What? Who bribed you? Your dad? Your mom?
My coach bribed me with food.
What did he say?
He was like, "Hey, you swing, I'll buy you a hot dog."
Are you kidding me?
I wasn't even a fat boy back then. I was a fat boy at heart, I guess.
He knew you.
No,
he
Seth,
knew you're.
You bat because you love the team. Bat because you want to hit a home run. Bat because you want to look cool. No, bat because you want a freaking hot dog. This is true information, but I can't imagine that I'm such a little fat boy. I was skinny as could be too. That's the funny part. But I guess my parents didn't feed me enough hot dogs. I'm like, ooh, hot dogs and candy.
I'm still love a hot
we
dog.
Were pretty poor back then. We were pretty poor.
We talked about hot. Well, your dad was a pastor. Yeah. And small churches.
And not one of those mega church pastors.
Yeah, small churches. You know, where the real pastors are. You know, where you do it for the love of God and ministering to people, visited people. Your dad was amazing, caring for people. Mm-hmm. Great heart for people. You know, nothing. You know, I go to a fairly well. My church is. Our churches will have
Snake
three
channeling?
services. They have three services, but I don't think that the church that we're in doesn't hold probably more than 300. I'm going to guess. So and I don't think they're all full. So probably, and they just went to three churches. So
Do you
three
have to wear
services.
gloves when you handle the snakes?
No snakes. No snakes.
No snakes, kids. Just hot dogs.
Ignore him.
Ignore him. You guys definitely ignore me. The only reason I was swinging a baseball is if you give me a hot dog.
And you did swing then.
I did swing, and I got my hot dog, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you miss the ball?
I'm pretty sure I missed the ball. I think, but I feel like maybe I got a base hit at some point after that. I think I started swinging no problem after that.
It just took a hot dog.
Just took a hot dog.
Anyway, so we had I think the last podcast we talked about it. We went to what's it called? Where'd we go? Where they have the skaters, or they used to anyway. The restaurant we on the way home, and I had a big foot-long hot dog.
Sonic.
Yeah,
Sonic.
Do they still have skaters?
Some places, I think mostly like in California, and then just random places, maybe if they're franchised or something, maybe they'll be like, hey, why don't you guys go old school and wear some, but for the most part, I don't think they do, but I would have loved to. That was my first ever job working in fast food with Sonic. And that was because I wanted to do tips, and go out there, but I didn't know that basically one of the girls made good tips.
No tips for boys.
But I was on the right track because I enjoyed that serving concept. I ended up working on and off for Ruby Tuesday for over 10 years. Really enjoyed that. And I mean, there's always that on the back burner. If I have that experience serving, it's really good. Because you can make decent money.
Let's have a moment of silence for Ruby Tuesday. Have they all died?
Not completely. There's still the one over. There's a couple, I think, around here. There's definitely
there was the one over by the airport.
Yep, that's still there.
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure
it's not. I tried to go there once.
Well, I got one popping up on Uber Eats or something. Maybe it could have been closed for a little bit and then open back up. Maybe because I feel like
because the pandemic really. I used to love to go to Ruby Tuesdays because they had a salad bar.
Yeah, that's the one that's unless it's on the southeast side of the airport. I think that was the location. But yeah, it's still there. It's closes at 10 o'clock. We should go there sometime.
You should,
yeah. I love their salad bar too. Yeah, you're just saying the salad bar.
Say, I used to work at a Ruby Tuesday, and they'd say,
"You should work there." Congratulations, congratulations, kid. Who's this impression of?
Harrison Ford.
Yes, I was like, "Am I doing it good enough?"
Did he? How good did he do? Give us a rating. How good was his Harrison Ford?
I think maybe Tim's just a good Harrison Ford fan, and I wasn't that good, was it? Yep. Back to it then.
We're big Chit fans.
Yes,
big Chit fans.
We alluded to it and saw if it was wondering if anybody would catch it, but.
Welcome to the Lions Den.
I've heard that one. Oh yeah,
I used that. That was a title of an episode.
This is the name. This is the name of our podcast studio now. It's called the Lions Den.
Welcome to the Lions Den.
Yes.
Success.
So yeah, there's this skits that just came out of nowhere, and it started with this character. The first one we saw was the first one, right? And he walks into the room and is looking around. Is there a black person here?
That wasn't the first one.
No, it's not the first one, but that's the first one I saw.
Oh,
that's
is.
Where it started.
Really?
For me. Yeah. So that was a good one to start on too, because you're like, what is going on here? What is this?
Black person?
What is this? Racist shenanigans going on right here?
And there was a black lady there, and she got upset. And she said, she said, "There's also a white person here. I don't need one of those."
Which just sounds even worse. And he was saying, "Is there a black person here?" and it sounds like a black person. So that was the first skit, and he's got these big glasses. Just look him up. You'll be
Chit.
entertained. It's on YouTube and TikTok, and
Do
he
it,
is
lady.
killing it. I'm just curious to see what the future has for him. So they're all professional actors that have done little bits parts here and there, but they're from the Groundlings, which is a really popular spot. I think in Groundlings, is that California, or I think that's California.
I'm gonna guess they're in California.
I think Groundlings is California, and it's another one that's in New York. But even a lot of the ones that are in Groundlings, they'll end up in New York with SNL. But I mean, that's a major spot. Like a lot of, a number of names you would recognize that came out of Groundlings. But it's so funny because it's a wig and glasses he puts on, and it looks nothing like him once he is he's a
real good looking guy, and he's fit. I mean, if he because he took his shirt off, and he's obviously a guy who works out because he looks very fit, but he plays this nerdy guy and plays down that aspect. And the other act, and so it's like an Office, like The Office.
I didn't even think about it. It's like a Urkel in a way, but he's not. Yeah, it's like an Urkel in a way.
Yeah, he's like, I would say the character he's playing, I wonder,
highly autistic.
And so he's either incompetent or genius, and no in between, and whatever the thing you're talking about.
He plays the poker game, and he goes all in, and it's like the 5-card draw, and he
after he goes all in, he draws all 5 cards.
So he has no hand.
And he loses a lot of money, and he said, but it's okay, it's good. Enjoyed it. And then there's a character
what did he say? Something about having fun. We had fun.
Yeah.
We had fun.
And then there's a character who has not said a word yet.
Yeah.
And just acting without saying a word. That must have been, I imagine, when you're talking about a program, and I don't know how they do it, but I'm guessing they have a big whiteboard. Okay, what are the characteristics of this character and that character? I mean, it's got to be something like that. I mean, if you're trying to, draw out what you're trying to accomplish, and okay, each person, what drives them and what's their background, and so you can act them out. I mean, the boss has a British accent, which I think is his real accent, and he's obviously doesn't like his job, the character that he's playing. And then there's somebody who's always filming, and we never see him. Kyle, I think, is his name. And you hear him on the camera because
we
he's
almost
talking.
Saw his face, but the phone was in the way. Chit
right.
Chit drew a perfect picture of him.
Chit drew a perfect picture of him, but it showed it with him holding his iPhone was right in front of his face. So, and then they brought in and then there's a African American lady who has a crush on Chit, apparently, we're realizing. And Chit now is dating an actual world WWE wrestler. I forgot her name. I'm not a wrestler fan, but she's been on the show. So a little bit of cross-pollination there.
Tim, but you like wrestling. I'm confused. Guys, say a prayer for me. This is the last podcast. I'm going to die after this podcast. Wrong kind of wrestling, guys. I apologize. That was a joke. Tim does not like that joke, and I would like to apologize from the bottom of my heart. WWE is not real wrestling, but it's real to me. Those guys put their body on the line. It's real to me. Look up that video. Oh, that's a funny one. So yeah, you made a perfect reference, Office. And I think so my first thing is like, I'd love to see this at a sitcom, but I want it to be a home run. I don't want it to be like my first comparison where there was a big failure is the Cavemen from the commercial. They were so funny in the commercial, and usually the videos are 1 minute to 4 minutes, like on Chit. Usually, commercials are a couple minutes long. They were funny for 2 minutes at a time. But I think the way you make it a success is like how they're doing. They're developing more characters, and there's more characters, and it's not just Chit that's being funny. And then you have the straight characters. I mean, like the boss, perfect straight character that makes you laugh at him too. And just because of how crazy Chit is driving him.
Yeah, because Chit
So, yeah.
is supposed to be doing the budget, but he, when you look at his screen, he's either playing solitaire or watching a YouTube video, or one time he was just typing random letters, Google, and he always says crunching the numbers.
And he thinks he's drinking an alcoholic beverage, but he thinks it's just an energy drink or something. And he's drinking alcohol at work.
We're just enhanced or entranced by this. Yeah. But I was just thinking about a 2-bit. I mean, there have been sources where they turned it into something good. And I was just reading.
So how do you make it work?
The Blues Brothers is one.
Mm-hmm.
And they made 2 movies. Yeah. It was a skit. And it's one of the most successful. Wayne's World, yeah. Another one. Yeah, another one, yeah.
Night at the Roxbury's, which came out of just
I don't know that one. Don't know that one.
It's Will Ferrell and a guy that got hurt, got a kind of hurt his career because he got injured, like a bad neck injury. He's a shorter guy, but the whole concept of is them all being on the dance floor looking like idiots, just like doing their head like this. And they wrote an entire, that was just like a skit, but they written an entire goofy movie.
Oh, talking about Will Ferrell. How about
a number of
the broadcaster? Did that start as a Saturday night? Ron Burgundy, was that a Saturday night skit? I don't know.
It could have been a little bit of one. I don't know. There's the version of the gadget guy, the repair guy. They had their own version of it, and it always ends with him trying to fix something, and then a bomb explodes. Like he fails every time. They made a movie that did pretty well out of that. Back in the 80s, or I guess maybe the 90s, there was the guy that like basically could fix anything just using random things. MacGruber is what they called theirs. So it was a stupid version of MacGyver, incompetent, and basically every skit that they did with him would end in the room exploding. They just cut to, I got it, I fixed it, and then it cut to an explosion. And they made a movie out of it, and I think it did pretty decent at the box office. Because with a lot of those comedies, I mean, you probably can. I mean, you do it for a lower budget, That I think, man, some of these that's the biggest issue with these movies. They need to figure out a better way to budget, because that's their issue, is they spend so much money, and then they don't make that much money. Like, it seems like the best bet is to have those movies between 20 million and 50 million, and you have a better chance of making profit. I mean, I guess they're saying a lot of times you're going to make double to hit your, like say Mission Impossible cost 400 million to make. They're not hitting profit probably until 800 million. 800 million, that's practically $1 billion. And they didn't hit it. It probably didn't make a profit. But I mean, I don't know, like over time with TV rights and all that, I mean, whatever. You probably will, but
there's another example. John okay, so The Big Lebowski, cult favorite by the Coen brothers, and there was a small character. John Turturro played a Puerto Rican, over-the-top Puerto Rican bowler who would speak with a Puerto Rican accent. John Turturro doesn't speak; he's Italian American. Turturro, and he played that part wearing the purple kind of like leisure suit, and very aggressive in his actions, and he wanted to make a movie about that. And for over like 20 years later, he'd been holding on to this. He wanted to do it, and he made a movie. We started watching it. It's unwatchable.
Yeah,
it's so bad. It is so bad. I mean, he's playing the character. And the character, the way it starts, is he was in prison, and he just gets out of prison. And, I mean, that premise worked the Blues Brothers. That's how the Blues Brothers started. John Belushi character, I don't remember which one was which, his brother comes to pick him up. And that's how it started. and it worked. I mean, it was, and they made a second one, John Belushi or the Blues Brothers 2. So maybe that was something they had. The character Jesus or Jesus, they called him, they pronounced it Jesus, was his name, the character name. But it was so bad. I was embarrassed for him because it was his passion project, Turturro's passion project that he'd been wanting to do and been pitching to people and finally got it off the ground. And I'm like, man, I was embarrassed that this is your passion project and this is what it ended up being.
It all comes back to writing, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, and then there's just a huge struggle there with making a smaller character be able to carry a whole movie.
Right.
When, I mean, you see, like, I made the example of, just the commercials are hilarious for Cavemen, but making that into a whole 22-minute sitcom, that's a big thing here. And so we could come back to Chit. We'd love to see Chit's success.
Right.
How do you make that success? And I think the Office route is the best, where it's not just all about him all the time. Yes, he is like the heart of what would be the show, I would think, but you're seeing other characters too. You're cutting to other characters too, and the interesting though with Chit though, it's just kind of like a self-documented work. It's just like that one coworker is just videotaping everybody else all the time, and which is a neat concept too. And I mean, you could have him moving to other offices or whatever. And
we've never seen them. Oh, but, I was going to say we've never seen him outside, but that's not true. He was on a basketball court and he was at the gym. So we have seen him outside of that office.
Chit can dunk, surprise.
And we saw him at the basketball court. We saw him in the gym. Where else have we seen him? So yeah, I corrected myself in mid-sentence. I was going to say we haven't seen them outside of that little office setting where there's 3 of them that share an office. The Lions Den. And
then we saw Chit be completely funny in a different environment. He went on somebody else's TikTok. The guy that does restaurant thing. I think I showed it to you. It's a guy that plays all the parts. He puts on a wig and he does an amazing job. And he has that experience from just being in the restaurant business. And he plays all the different parts of the guests, the servers. He's got all his different wigs and stuff, and it just cuts to different people that are all that it's him just dressed up. And then here Chit comes in, a one top table, and they're all freaking out. Nobody wants the one top table. And then he just walks into the kitchen and starts talking to everybody.
Right. I remember that. Yeah.
It was very well done. And that was a nice surprise because, I mean, yeah, he's never collabed with anybody. Either of them have. It's usually always been that one actor by himself. So definitely Chit made a big impression on him. So, of course, I'm not surprised if that guy's also from the Groundlings. So that he's got that skill of just morphing into those different characters. It's amazing. Like, and that's too, once you put on a wig, I mean, like, I do a little bit of different characters. I've thought about getting some wigs and stuff and having some fun with that. But Tim's always forgetting my cigarettes. We were there. We were just there. Did he get my cigarettes? No. It really helps my congestion, those cigarettes.
Debbie.
Oh,
Deborah.
You want Debbie?
No, that's Debbie. No, who is that?
No, Debbie is sophisticated. No, well, now I can't even think of the name. Deborah. You said Debbie, because I created. Okay. You said Debbie, so I created what I think Debbie is supposed to be: sophisticated and proper. It's not like that.
Deborah is the smoker.
Yes.
Okay. I apologize, Deborah. I apologize. It's hard to keep up.
Hard to keep it straight, isn't it? Well, if you just give me my cigarettes, I want to hear about those conspiracies that smoking's bad for you. That's a load of hawaki. Isn't that what the kids say? Hawaki?
I'm out. Let's just close it down.
Hawaki.
Deborah, have we gone long enough?
Hawaki. Say it with me, Tim.
Hawaki.
Once again, enthusiasm from them. Once again, a bit that I think Tim is getting tired of. Let's make your notes and votes below. Guys, thanks for watching the podcast. I think we we overstayed our welcome. Hopefully we entertained you guys, gave you some information you didn't know. If not, we wasted your time, and you're welcome. Thank you for watching. Guys, please feel free to follow us on our social medias, Facebook especially. Share us on your Facebook page. We'd really appreciate that. Gets us out to more people. And we're on Spotify and Apple, and we'll see you guys next time. Love you very much. Bye. Yeah, we'll see you next time. You still there, Facebook?